This is Taylor. So yeah, the jeans look good. The shoes, the leather looks kind of weird, but also you can see how there's an issue with the UV map because the different sizes, the checkers are all over the place, and therefore the size of the leather texture is vastly different. So if I select this UV shell, for example, and scale it up, to match the other ones. Now I have a leather thing that matches. Compare this one to the one next to it. You can see that matches much better. So adjust your UV maps so they're more even on that. The shirt has a UV map, but it doesn't appear to have a texture on it. Yeah, it's just the color. And the face, it looks like you painted a texture here, which is good. The hair looks like it could use a little work. It looks a little kind of just random streaky. And there's some issue in the back here. If you're having an issue sending stuff to Mudbox, it's probably an issue with the surface. First of all, these are combined for some reason. So I've separated them, and then there's a lot of issues with the UV map here. I can see that that's way. If I select this shell, that's like way too small, I think. Yeah, so now that should be a little bit more even. And then we can try to see what's happening. First I should kind of lay this out again. Control L. And then just scale it down a tiny bit to make sure it fits in that quadrant. I'll see if it'll let me send it to Mudbox. File. Send to Mudbox, send as new scene. Yeah, there's all kinds of issues with the surface. So what I would say is, either you're going to have to really go in and carefully clean up the surface. I mean, you can try doing it with mesh cleanup and see how far that gets you, and I'll tessellate faces with more than 4 sides and faces with holes, and then check these and those, clean up, and also delete history off of this, Alt-Shift-D, file, export, file, send to Mudbox, send as new scene, see if I got rid of any errors. It got rid of some of the errors. Now it's saying there's an incomplete UV set, which is just doesn't even seem to be true, but yeah, it's not letting you send it over there. So it sure looks to be a complete, but there's some crazy stuff going on with the surface still. Like if you look at like this, like these faces are there's just really poor topology here with these giant triangles here, super long, and then all this stuff here. So I don't know that that's what's preventing it from Mudbox, but I would kind of want it to clean that up before I tried to bring it into Mudbox. Yeah, I mean, without just completely rebuilding the shoe and without mesh cleanup working, it's hard to know why it's not happy with your UV map. I might just slice this through here and see if that, no, that won't work. I guess I'll just slice it through again there, just to kind of have a little bit more topology that makes some kind of sense on this, because it's kind of a big mess. And then you've got all these crazy edges all close to each other here. It's just turn on symmetry, can delete some edges, shift right mouse click, delete edge, select this one, delete edge. I mean, I guess for me, actually, I think what I would do at this point is take this whole, whoops, take this whole top off of, oh. And then at least we can get a clean surface. What's going on with this? I don't want that tool. There we go. So at least from here on up, it'll be clean. Shift right mouse click, extrude edge. Move that up. You know, I don't know how tall you want it. Yeah, even now, like there's still all these extra edges. I don't know what these are supposed to be doing. Let me just turn on symmetry. It's on, it's just not symmetrical. Yeah, it's just really uneven topology, which is making things harder. I mean, you can't just add edges and then you know, leave them all pinched together and stretched out everywhere. You have to, you know, everywhere you add an edge, you then, anytime you add an edge, you then have to go through the whole model and adjust the position of all the points that it's created. After all this, I probably have to put another one straight through here. It's starting to get better. Shift right mouse click, extrude edge, move that down. Control Shift X, whoops. Add another loop here. And one here, maybe one here while I'm at it. Oh, what happened? I thought I had one here. So at least it's starting to be a little bit, oh, there's still some crazy edges in here. Just using shift right mouse click, delete edge, and there's this whole area, but I mean, it's almost like I'd want to redo the whole boot to get this working properly, but I'm just trying to salvage what's here. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. So yeah, I mean, the thing is anytime you add an edge, you have to go through the whole surface and adjust the position of that edge, of all the points that it creates. And it looks like you've just added a lot of edges where they're like crowding, you know, the position of other things that are there. I'm just trying to take out as many extra edges that don't really add anything to the surface as possible. This area is not so great. I'm just going to break this up a little bit, and yeah, this is pretty messy topology, but oh, it won't even let me. That's interesting. Control Shift X. Is there some issue with this? Aha! Look at that. That's not helping things. So I'm just going to grab all the vertices here and edit mesh, merge options, merge, see if that's still an issue. It is. Oh, because look, because this guy. Let me just delete this face and then double click here. That's interesting. Is that more faces that are like that? Yep, that one too. Let's double click here, shift right mouse click, fill hole, and then let's cut that up. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. Delete this edge maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it means it's just delete this edge. We have the same issues on this side. No, it doesn't seem to. Just a big triangle there, though. Control Shift X. I'll do this here, and oh, is that going all the way around? That's rather surprising. Maybe go up to here. Just manually do this. We still have a big triangle there, but and then just hook these up back up together. Alright, it's starting to get into some kind of decent shape now. I still don't like that area, but it's not quite the mess it was before. So then I'll Alt-Shift-D, delete history, and then I think you'd have to do the UVs all over again. Yep. So I'm just going to do that over again. Just get them kind of unified and then cut them up again. Let me just select the faces and shift right mouse click. Polygon display, no. Where's soften? Face normals? No. Mesh display, soften edge, okay. And delete history again, Alt-Shift-D. And then, yeah, I guess just start cutting it up again. Oh, there's still some edges just super close together here. Oh yeah, and what's this one? Gee. Let me just delete the history again, Alt-Shift-D. Shift X, cut that there. And then click here, Shift X. Oh. I didn't mean to do all those. X. Maybe cut that up the back. Probably not down the front though. I'm just deselecting all these. Shift X to cut those. Cut around the base of that heel. Shift X. Maybe around the top. It's probably not on the left. Let's see where we're at now. Control U. Control L. Actually, it's kind of not too bad. I don't know why this is cut here. Just moving so. Huh. I wonder. Oh God, it must be the surface is messed up there. Jeez. Yeah, I can see. Just selecting this, shift right mouse click, fill hole, control shift X. Okay, that should be better now. And then let's unfold again, control U, control L, scale it down a touch. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to save this. Alright, and let's see if that will send to Mudbox now. Nope. Nothing. Not even an error. Great. Let me try deleting the history on this. File, send to Mudbox, send as new scene. Normally it would at least give us an error. The last thing I can try is to export it as a OBJ file. File, export selection, options, OBJ export, export selection, shoe. Go into Mudbox, file a new scene, don't save, file, import, shoe. Okay. Let's see if that's, but then it's not, it's it seems to be have reversed surfaces. What I might do is delete this, import it back into the scene. And reverse surfaces, mesh display, reverse, okay, delete history. Alright, let's see, now that's kind of gone out and back in as a OBJ file, so let me just send it straight to Mudbox. Don't save. Yay! Oh my god. Okay, so that's working now. Awful lot of error. I'll send you this file.